How are you guys? I was hoping that the print job would be finished before going live, but I'm still printing, so it never ends here. Let me go ahead and reopen this. I had to close out my browser. Just give me one moment. Hello, Kim and Deb and Penn. Hi, Divicino. Welcome in. Hi, Fran and Jill and Sugar. Hello to you. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you're not hearing the printer. But if you are, it'll be over before you know it, I promise. Hi, Dinky Crafts. Welcome in. And Robin, hello to you. Hi, Wendy and Kim. Hello to you. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Colette. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for popping in here. I appreciate you guys. So, are we finished? Let's see. Yes, we are finished. Okay, so we've got tons of things to go over and play with and all the things. Okay, so if you're new here, welcome. This is Let's Chat Stitches. We do this bi-weekly. And so next week will be Taco Tuesday. And so for this week with Let's Chat Stitches, it's literally what's in the name. We're going to be talking about stitches. We're going to be talking about patterns, all the yarny things. So what I typically do here, I've been doing it now for a few weeks. I show cards of images of stitches, and then I told you guys last time that I'm going to introduce letters. I'm going to show you abbreviations and things like that. With the help of a dear friend, we got these letters flipped backwards so that you can actually read them correctly. And I'm just going to test this out. Okay, it works. I actually took a marker and wrote backwards. I'm going to test that out in just a minute to make sure that I actually wrote it out backwards correctly. Also, I went ahead and did a thing. So we're going to be talking about that. And if you notice, I have it backwards so that you guys can read it. To me, this is the right way. It's backwards to you. So I have them both ways so that I can look at what I'm talking about and you can actually see it the right way. So yeah, it was a little bit of a tech blip, but we actually figured it out. So like when I explained the diagram to you, you know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So I want to try and get you guys to read the diagrams. And we're going to do that on Let's Chat Stitches. When I find them, or when I create them, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to walk you through the diagram and show you exactly how to read it, so that when you see these in the future, it doesn't look foreign to you. It actually looks like something that you can actually make sense of. Make sense? And then, of course, we're going to do some highlights. So I have some highlights that I think we're going to start with the highlights. So I want to highlight some patterns and things. I want to talk about some of my patterns. So I have 2 patterns that I released within the last 24 hours. Actually, 5 have been released within the last 24 hours. But I want to talk about these 2. I couldn't flip these ones. But it's called the Simple Brim Hat. And it's free on my Ravelry. If you have Ravelry, go ahead and go over there and download this. This is for my Simple Brim Hat. Front and back. I printed this in black and white to save on the ink. Color pictures for sure, but I printed it in black and white. So this is a free pattern. I wanted a very simple brim hat, and this is what it looks like. Okay, it's very basic, but you know, for the beginner crocheter, humble beginnings, right? And so there it is. I chose black because I just wanted to have a black hat. I thought black hats are cool. So I have this, and you can make it in any color that you want. And there's that. The second one that I have here for you guys is called the Tomcat hat. So here it is, the Tomcat hat. And of course, again, to save on ink, I printed it in black and white. So there you have it. Free pattern on Ravelry just for you. The directions are really, really easy. I wanted to feature some freebie patterns for those of you guys who really like to collect patterns. Maybe you want to learn how to read patterns and you don't want to, you know, pay for one just yet. try a freebie pattern here and start from the beginning and see where that takes you. All right, so let me set those over to the side. Again, Ravelry is where you would find them. And let me pull up my live stream. For some reason, my computer's on the last leg. I mentioned this before. If you watched the earlier video from yesterday, I think, I mentioned that we're upgrading the computer. I mean, this is moving at a glacial pace. So it's going to become like a database. Also, too, I just want to put it out there that in my patterns, the freebies, the pay-forward patterns, you'll find on the last page, you'll find a listing of suggestions of other patterns that you'll find on my Ravelry. So if you're just wondering, without having to dig and actually look for the pattern, this last page will show you a picture of some suggestions. So for this pattern, we've got the Emberfell beanie, the Emberfell cowl, and then this one here is the Guiding Points of Light shawl. So it's yellow and white. It's Red Heart Super Saver Ombre and the colorway Sunny. You can't really see it, obviously, but it's an 8-point shawl, circular shawl. So, yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. You're very welcome, guys. I'm so happy that you guys respond to this. Listen, it makes me so happy that you guys like learning about stitches because I love teaching. So good. You can't hype this until after it's over. So while it's live, you can't really hype any of the things, okay? My computer finally came up. And let's see here. Hold on, give me one moment. Okay. Very, very good. Okay, so hi, everybody. I'm saying hi again like I'm seeing you for the first time. Thank you for being here. I have just a few patterns here that I want to share with you. Just two additional ones. These ones are paid for patterns. I'm highlighting them because I feel they're very good patterns where you can learn different stitches. So this one here is called the Stitch Medley Chevron Blanket. It's just a it's like a 2-pager, but it's got a lot of really great information in here in terms of like learning different stitches and things. And I did bring the blanket to show you. So here is the recipe. I call these recipes. So this is the recipe and here's the blanket. Let me just open this up for you. So the picture really doesn't do it justice, but there it is. All the beautiful texture, different stitches there. You can do this in a solid color. You can do this in literally any color that you want. And seeing it in a picture really doesn't do it justice. It's a beautiful pattern. I mean, if you've worked this pattern before, you kind of sort of know. It's got a really nice cadence to it. It's got a really nice rhythm. And I'll just bring this up close so you can see all of the different stitches there. So you've got single crochet, you've got double crochet, you've got windows, you have back loop stitches. It's really, really nice. All right. So, and I use my favorite yarn, Karen 1 pound. This is all Karen 1 pound. Amazing. All right. And that's the pattern, of course, in black and white. Again, I'm trying to save on ink. Hi, Nisi, welcome in. The next one I have here is called the Joey bag. This one is a little more detailed. Not impossible. You can definitely do this. I have a tutorial for all the things, guys. All right. So these two paid for patterns come with free tutorials. If you can't read patterns yet, just go to the tutorial. We'll show you the things. So anyway, oh, by the way, the Joey bag recipe in the back suggests, again, the Emberfell beanie, Emberfell cowl, and then this one here is the Kingston hat and scarf set. So, 'tis the season, right? Anyway, the Joey bag pattern, that's me. Like, who else would it be, right? So, you've got this back page. You've got this page here. And then you've got the back page here. And you've got just little examples of assembly instructions. So the great thing about the Joey bag is not only is it a drawstring bag, but I teach you how to install a pocket. So I've got both of them here. And here is the first of two. I show you how to do all of the construction here. It's really, really nice, very plump. And if you look on the inside, I don't know how to display that, but you see there's a pocket in there. And it goes from here all the way down to the bottom. So it's a huge pocket inside there. And I thought about the kangaroos and their Joey pouches, and that's kind of where I got the name for this. Hi, Spring, welcome in. And for this one here, can you get the blanket pattern on Etsy? Yes. My patterns are all available on Ravelry and Etsy. I'm very happy to report that. Very excited about that. And this one here, there's the pocket. I had to like bite it to hold on to it. There you go. So, yeah. There you go. And the yarn that I used here, did I write? I wonder if I listed this in the pattern. No, I put just 4-weight or 5-weight yarn. So this is Loops and Threads cotton. It's like a cotton blend, cotton and acrylic. It's a 5-weight yarn. Very, very nice. Okay. So please check out my patterns on Ravelry and Etsy if you're interested. I'd really appreciate the support, guys. Thank you. Now, I want to highlight a recipe that's not mine. So I try to include something from somewhere else. And for this time around, I actually want to highlight a Premier Yarns pattern. So this one is called the Snowy Days Sweater. The Snowy Days Sweater. This is a free pattern on my on Premier Yarns. It's on the first page. It's the third recipe from the very, very beginning. Okay, so if you're interested in making a sweater, there you go. It's a freebie pattern and immediate free download. Very, very easy there. And the fun thing about this is there's a motif that it's like an applique. You make this little motif and then you sew it onto the sweater, and they show you the diagram. And I thought that was really important to showcase today because I'm going to be showing you diagrams. So you can see where you have that black dot, that's your starting point. You can see your chain stitches, and then you can see the double crochet stitches, and you can see the chains. It's a bunch of chains. I'll give you a close-up of that so you can see. Isn't that really nice? So your points here are actually picot stitches. So these are 3 picots on the ends there, but mainly chains. It's really, really nice. Anyway, it's all part of a free pattern, and they also give you assembly instructions as well. Okay, so feel free to check that out. Again, it's a free pattern. All right. We're just flying through this, guys. I'm loving it. And by the way, we did a make-along over the summer. We have a lot of snowbirds who only come during the winter time. During the summer, I did a make-along, and it was for the big boxy cardie. And so if you're interested in making a cardigan, I show you the step-by-step instructions on how to assemble it. I give you all of the directions. We did it on a series of live streams. You can find that on the channel, JTYA Mal Big Boxy Cardie, and it'll come all up all 4 weeks. Okay, so check that out. I just have you guys checking out all the things. Okay, so if you have something to write down, we're going to start. We're going to do this lesson. We're going to go through some of these letters, these letter situations, all right? Before we get into the new ones, I got a bunch of new ones, guys. Bunch of new ones. As promised, we're going to recap some of the old ones, just a few, okay? I don't want us to forget what we've done in weeks past because I feel like just reinforcing what we've already learned is kind of important, okay? So, just to recap, guys, we're only going to do a couple of these. Can anyone tell me what stitch this is? Any guesses? Can anyone tell me what stitch this is? You have 4 double crochets inside of a chain. Okay, we have double, we have block, cluster, shell, block stitch. So the correct answer is block stitch, guys. And the reason why, and you might want to write notes on this, is a block stitch is composed of 4 stitches in a space. So in this case, we've got a chain stitch here. So 4 stitches in a chain is called a block. If you have anything more than 4, it's called a shell. So 5 stitches and more is a shell. 4 stitches is a block, and 3 stitches is the granny stitch. Okay, 3 double crochets is the granny. Okay, so just notate that 4 stitches in one space is a block. Anything more than 4 is a shell. Anything less than 4, well, 3 is the granny, and then twins in a stitch, and then a standalone. 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. We already know the answer to this, but I'm just going to show you for reference. This is 5 double crochets in a stitch. That's a shell. Okay? Shell. All right. I'm going to do one more. What is this? Can anybody tell me what this is? When we're looking at a diagram, what is that? It begins with an S. So we've got a lot of people saying start. Anybody else with a different answer? It's a dot, yes. Let's see. I'm looking. Okay, we have 1 person, 2 people, 3 people right now with the correct 4 people. It's the slip stitch. Okay. For those of you who are saying the start, this is the start. Okay, when you look at a pattern, look for the triangle. It tells you where to start. And this is a slip stitch. Okay. And last but not least, for the old ones here, this is the end of the work. So we've got the beginning and the end. Okay. And the dot is a slip stitch. Okay. All right. So we've covered some of the old ones here. In weeks coming, we'll do like little pop-up quizzes. We'll do little showcases of all the ones we've covered. I may actually rework these and make them a lot nicer. Okay, now let's move on to some of these. Okay, can anybody tell me what this is? Ready? What is this? Can anybody tell me what these letters mean? It's a stitch, but can anybody tell me what this is? Back post double crochet, correct. Great job, guys. Here's another one. Very good, guys. If you got back post double crochet on that last one, that is correct. What is this one? I should go a little slower to let everyone answer. I'm seeing the correct answer. You guys are really good at this. I love this. This is called double crochet 2 together. Double crochet 2 together. Very, very nice. DC double crochet, number 2, and then together. All right. You guys are a lot better at this than I thought. I love this for us. Okay. Ready for the next one? Here you go. What are we calling this? What is this called? Any suggestions? Any up? We got it. Yes, you guys are good. You guys are on it. Half double crochet. Very, very good. All right. So now I'm gonna hop on over to some more of these images. I'm gonna throw you a curveball. You guys ready for this? Hopefully this comes out correctly because I hand wrote this. And it did. It came out correct. Can anyone tell me what this is? Joanna says, more stitch, the boss stitch. I love it. Can anybody tell me what this means? Make 5 chains. Very good guess. Make 5 chains. This is an actual stitch, guys. Surprisingly enough, this is an actual stitch. Multiples of 5 chains. Nope. Would you like me to show you the picture of the stitch? I'll show you the picture of the stitch. Maybe this will help you. So this stitch is this. Can anybody connect these dots? Is anyone going to get this before I just spit it out? Spider legs. Okay, I love that. Okay, I'm getting ready to tell you what it is. It's called the star stitch, guys. This is the star stitch right here. All right, the other name is the marguerite stitch. So this is a marguerite cluster. You count the legs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. An M3C marguerite cluster, otherwise known as the star stitch. Okay. Yep, this is, when you look at this, this is the star stitch. And this is what in the diagram, that's what it looks like, okay? You've got your 5 legs, and then you've got where you bring all of your stitches together, and then you move on, okay? So that is the star stitch. And Kathy B says, I'll never remember that. Don't you worry, because we will recap these. I definitely want you guys to be able to learn something from Let's Chat Stitches, right? Because this is what we do. This is our craft. We love this. So part of it is just reinforcing these things so that we remember. So don't worry. I got you covered. So if that's the star stitch, right? What is this? Can anyone tell me what this is? If the 5 point is the star, what is this one? Any suggestions? Hello to Lanny B's son. Hello, hello. So this is the 3-point star. Yes, this is the 3-point marguerite, otherwise known as the shallow star stitch. Shallow star. And don't you worry, if you guys want to see what these look like, I've got something to show you. I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right. So this is the shallow star stitch. M3C is it's indicating the 3 legs. Okay. The shallow star. And then you have your actual star stitch. All right. And I thought I saw someone ask, what is this? What is this up here? That's just where all of your loops join. This is where your join is, the top of the stitch, the head of the stitch, okay? So, all right, let me show you what the star stitch looks like and what the shallow star stitch looks like. Your shallow star looks like the stitch in blue. Actually, it works up like this, so let me show you the correct way. So there you go. This is the star stitch right here. The shallow star is in purple. So you have a star stitch here, shallow star up here. All right. Okay. I know a lot of you guys are saying make 5 chains. The difference between make 5 chains and the marguerite 5 cluster is the capital and the lowercase letter M. So you want to pay attention to cases. So if it's a lowercase 5, number 5C, make 5 chains. If it's a capital M, it's a marguerite stitch. Marguerite 5 cluster. Okay, so pay attention to uppercase and lowercase when you're looking at this. It's very important, and thank you for bringing that up. All right, I'm going to give you guys a tricky one. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Here you go. Can anyone tell me what that is? Actually, it belongs this way. Sorry. And please don't tell me it's a teardrop. We know what that looks like. It's not a teardrop. Not a triangle, Vicky. Good guess. All guesses are good guesses, guys. Can anyone tell me what this is? A balloon, a loop? This is an actual image that you would find on a diagram. Not often. It's not a popular one, guys. This is actually what you would see for surface crochet stitches. This is called a surface crochet stitch. So you loop through your work, right? You're looping through, and that's what you would see when you're looking for like a surface crochet. All right, so surface crochet is the upside down teardrop. Teardrop, upside down, that is a surface crochet. Okay, here's the next one. This one's going to be a little challenging, but I think you guys are going to get this. I think. Can anyone tell me what stitch that is? This is a stitch. Any guesses? It's okay if you guess wrong. All guesses are good guesses. I will tell you that the stitch begins with the letter B, as in boy. Anna says thermometer. I wish there was a thermometer stitch. I would want to know what that looks like. A pin stitch. Good one. Metro Railway. I love that, Fiona. It's too funny. Pogo stick. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I love it. It's so good. So yes, we have some correct answers here. It's called the bullion stitch. This is the bullion stitch. It's the one where you take the second crochet hook and you wrap it around both crochet hooks and then you loop it through. That's the bullion stitch. It's a very distinct image. So when you see this, you know, wait a minute, I need to grab a second crochet hook so that I can wrap my loops around that second crochet. It's a challenging stitch. It doesn't mean it's impossible. One loop at a time, guys. You know how I feel about this. Everyone is able to do every stitch. Just take your time. All right, so this is called the bullion stitch. Really nice. All right, I have some more challenging one, guys. I hope you're ready for this. Are you ready? Here you go. Can anyone tell me what stitch that is? Now, if I covered the bottom of this, clearly that would be a double crochet, but we've got the swoop at the bottom. What does that mean? I see anchor. Okay, we see triple, we see treble, anchor stitch. I love this. I love your creativity. I think it's amazing. Drop stitch, front post, front loop, the anchor stitch. Okay, I'm gonna I love it. So the stitch here is the double crochet in the front loop only. Double crochet in the front loop only. When you see that loop there, imagine you looking at your work. If you have your crochet in front of you and you're looking at the tops of your stitch, right? You've got the front loop and the back loop. This is telling you to put that double crochet in the front loop of the two loops. So that's why you see the loop like this. They want you to put that stitch in the front loop of your work, okay? And so since I showed you this one, I need to show you the other one. So that is a double crochet in the back loop. All right, again, just when you look at the bottom, remember, what does it look like when I look at the top of my work? And that's just an indicator on like where to place your stitch. So front loop and back loop, okay? Super, super nice. And I tried my absolute best with my magic marker here. I tried. All right. All right, I have just a few more to go. And I will start with this one. Can anyone tell me what this is? Now, we've just discussed this. There's the loop. What is the stitch and where are we placing it? Can anyone tell me what stitch this is? Yep, Heather was the first person to get it. Let me see if anyone else gets it. Yep, we have some more. We've got Lola with the right answer. We've got Colette with the right answer. Whole bunch of people. Yes, so this is a single crochet in the front loop. Something that you should remember when you're looking at these images. When you're looking at your image and you see something going on at the bottom, not every time, but most times it's telling you at the bottom where to place that particular stitch. Sometimes you'll see a hook. Sometimes you'll see like a half moon. We'll cover the hooks next week or next time. But you'll see different things at the bottom, and it's literally telling you where to place your stitch if you're seeing anything at the bottom of that stitch, okay? And here's the other one. So if this one here was in the front loop, where's this one? That one is the back loop, okay? So front loop single, back loop single, okay? So, yeah. I have a few here still with letters, just a couple more. Let's go ahead and get these out of the way. Here we go. Can anyone tell me what that is? These are fairly easy, I think. If you don't get it, don't worry. This is kind of why we're doing it. It's chain, correct. So the CH, when you're looking at a pattern, is chain. Sometimes you'll see it as a capital C. Sometimes you'll see both letters as capitals, but CH is chain. Very good. And the next one here is this one. This one here is what? Single crochet, correct. Single crochet, very, very good. And I have one more to go, and this is it. Can anybody tell me what this is? Treble, yes. So treble is correct. Very, very good, guys. You guys are so good at this. I love this for us. All right. Let me move these over here since we've covered them. All right, so let me show you this. We're going to take a look at this chart. So, a couple things to notate about a chart when you're looking at this, okay? And these are things that you need to look for whenever you look at a chart. It doesn't matter where you find that chart. There are some very important things that you need to pay attention to when you look at these, okay? Before you even try to decipher what this even is, you need to see if there is a legend, if there is a section where it's giving you descriptions of what you're supposed to look at, okay? Sometimes you will find patterns that give you just this. It's just this, okay? Unless you understand every part of what you're looking at, I would suggest only looking for ones that give you this, okay? So when you're looking at this, you want to make sure that you're looking at this and that what you see here is represented up here. If you're seeing images here and it's not represented up here, I would strongly suggest that you do not use that, because I'm sure you've heard of this whole thing called AI. You want to make sure that you pay attention to these little details, because if you begin working on a pattern that was AI generated, a lot of times the stitches won't make sense. It looks like it's a real pattern, but then when you go to work it, you can't move forward because the stitches don't work the way they're laid out. So check your legends. Always check your legends. So this right here, magic ring, there's different ways to look at that. So as long as you're looking at an image and this, This is what is indicated right here, magic ring, right here. And then you've got the chains, CH, and it's indicated by a hollow bean, and you've got them all throughout right here. And then you have half double crochet, which you'll find right here. Half double crochet. And if you know me, if you know how I do my patterns, you hear it all the time, half double crochet join. That's what this is. And that's why I'm showing you this, because you will find in patterns that half double crochet join, and this is what it looks like. Half double crochet join instead of your 2 chains. Okay, half double crochet join. And then at the bottom here, you have double crochet, which you can kind of see it's literally all over the place. Now, there's another reason why I'm showing you this. Is this a perfectly written diagram? No, it's not. Here's the reason. At the beginning of every project and at the end of every project, there should be a very important symbol that I've shared with you. I've shown it to you. The triangle. It should have a hollow triangle and a solid triangle, letting you know where to start and where to finish. That does not have it. So when you look at your diagrams, you need to make sure that you're able to see where you're supposed to start and where you're supposed to end, okay? I'm assuming that the person who created this assumed that the magic circle is where you're supposed to start. Most times we do start with a magic circle, so that's probably why you're not seeing it here in this pattern. However, you should have at the very end right here another triangle letting you know that this is the end of the work. Again, sometimes you won't see it. Anyway, so the way that this is showing you, I'm going to show you how to read this. You start with the magic circle, okay? From there, it's telling you, after you're done your magic circle, you're going to chain 3. And then in your circle, you're going to insert 2 double crochets, and then you're going to chain 2, 3 doubles, chain 2, 3 doubles, and you're going to go around. Now this right here is your half double crochet join. So this is where you progress from round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, round 5, okay? So once you do your half double crochet join, you're going to chain 3 and then work your stitches as you see them here. Half double crochet join, chain 3. And I want to tell you guys that if you're interested in learning how I do the half double crochet join, I have tons of tutorials out there to show you how to do that. All right, it's really, really easy. This is the solid granny square crochet chart, and it's very, very easy. Okay. So is this for a right-handed person? This here is for a right-handed person, yes. If you're left-handed, it would be on the opposite side. This is the left-handed version. You can kind of see the difference. Okay. So this is, because I know most of you guys are right-handers, so this is for the right-handed crochet. All right. So, any questions about that, guys? Is there something that tells you to chain 3 and turn? No. When you... Wait, let me see. Yes, yes. So if you look at the numbers, there's an arrow next to the number. That's the indicator to flip. You're flipping every round. You can see your arrows there. See the arrows? Most times, you literally just see numbers. It's in yellow. So anyway, there's arrows next to those numbers. That's indicating that you need to flip. Is the chain 3 that counts as the... Yes, chain 3s, that is what indicates a double crochet. It's the same height, and that's kind of what you're seeing there. Okay? What I will try to do is I'll bring like a diagram for each Let's Chat stitches, and we'll talk through the diagram kind of like I did here. I think maybe this is a little too complex, but I thought maybe since it was a solid granny, and I always talk about grannies, so I thought this would be a good one to start with. But yeah, it's pretty simple. All right. Yes, I do have a tutorial for a solid granny. I have a tutorial for a solid hexie. It's there, I promise. I did it a long time ago, but it is there in the tutorial playlist. Okay. So if you want me to walk you through that, head on over there and just check that out. Okay. Very, very nice. So hopefully you guys got something from that. I just crammed so much information at you guys at the same time, all at once. And hopefully if you picked up one thing of all of this, then the goal has been met. So yeah. Even though the arrows go all the same way, it indicates flip. Yes, because you're turning the page. Every round you're turning the page. Yep. You'd never flip back and forth like this. You're always flipping the same way. Okay. Do we have a question? Let's see. The chart is too light, can't read. I'm sorry, Paula. I did the best I could. Thank you for doing this. I'm learning a lot. This is helping. I've always struggled with the patterns. Yes. And the thing about it is it's like anything else. It's like riding a bike. Once you've got it, you'll carry it with you forever. But the process is you just have to keep at it. You add different things to your toolbox, and before you know it, you're going to be able to read all of these, and you're going to know exactly what all of these stitches are, and you're going to be like, wow, this is great. All right. So very nice. Now, I've got some here that I want to show you from one of my books. I can't really show you too much because of copyright and things, but I do want to show you what a diagram looks like when you're looking at a stitch, like a book for stitches. So I don't know how well this is going to come up, but if you look at that, you can kind of see, it's not going to show, but you can kind of see like where your chains are, your single crochet stitches, so it's pretty universal. That's the reason why I'm showing you this. These images that you're looking at here, they are universal. So you're not learning this just for a particular book. This is literally for our craft of crochet. Shay, thank you so much for your generosity. I'll be watching this video again. And, oh, thank you. Thank you. Very kind of you. Thank you. So let me go ahead and show you some more. Let me flip like this. I'll be sure to include some stuff like this too, just so that we can walk through these stitches. You've got your chains, your double crochet, you have 2 doubles, chain 1, 2 doubles, and you're repeating that. And I'll blow this up to make it super, super big so that we can walk through all of the stitches together, okay? But yes, there's so many things that we can learn from these stitches. That was the iris stitch. That was the iris stitch, yes. Very good, Yvette. And I have a tutorial for that. Try to have a tutorial for all the things, right? Very, very nice. I'm so glad that I've been able to help you guys. Does anybody have any questions about anything that I presented today? I wanted to make sure that I had enough time for me to be able to answer your questions and help you through anything. Thank you, Erin. I appreciate it. Let's see. I haven't been on in a long time. Glad I was able to catch this one. Thank you so much, Crochet Hooking. I appreciate that. So when is the next one? So we do this every 2 weeks. So next Tuesday is Taco Tuesday. We've got all of those challenges. Remember? Well, it's not a lot of challenges. Only 3. But we're going to look at our old challenges and draw for new ones. And then we have Ledge Test Stitches in 2 weeks. So it's yes, no, yes, no, yes, no every Tuesday. Juan is my favorite crochet buddy, and I enjoy supporting him on his channel. Shay, thank you so much. Your support has not gone unnoticed. Thank you so, so much. Your support goes a long way. Thank you. And yes, please, 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 please rewatch this. Maybe write some notes. This is just a reference point for you guys, because ultimately I would love to be able to show you guys how to read patterns, how to look at diagrams, and be able to distinguish the differences, like what to look for, what to stay away from. Thanks to AI, we now have to pay attention to our patterns and make sense of it before we actually do it. We don't want to waste our time working on a pattern that's AI generated and it's not even a good pattern. It makes no sense. It goes cattywampus, right? So no. Hi, Scrimshaw. Thank you so much again for being here. We're so happy to have you. You took a lot of notes, Velva. That's so good. So good. Very, very nice. Okay, so for those of you who weren't here last week, just giving you a very quick recap of Taco Tuesday. We drew for 2 challenges. This season, for season 5, we're drawing just 2 challenges every 2 weeks. So less challenges, but more fun, okay? So we've got the Color Salsa Challenge. So this is where you're creating a make, any make, and you're picking colors every day, and you're adding different colors to your make every day for 14 days. And this is where I'm at so far with mine. So Taco Tuesday, 3 colors. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I still have to add today's color on. And then I'm making a matching scarf to go with it. So at the end of the 14 days, I'll have all the colors on here, and this one will be done. So that's called the Color Salsa Challenge. And by the way, guys, this information you will find on my community tab and in my Facebook group, Juan the Yarn Addict and Friends. If you're interested in joining, there's still time to join for this one. All right. You're welcome, Kimberly. Absolutely. She says, thank you, Juan, for teaching these symbols. There's so many of them, you know, and it's a really great opportunity for us to come together and just be like, okay, let's cover all of this. So when I look at a pattern, I know what I'm looking at, you know. Diane says, I've not seen any round patterns as in doilies in years. So they still show a pie-shaped wedge of the stitches, then you repeat 3 more times to form the circle. The older ones do, yes, not the newer ones, no. The newer ones have a different layout. I know what you're talking about, yeah. The next one of the 2, we have a mystery taco challenge. So this is the one where you actually create a make, any make whatsoever, and you take a little picture of your work, like get up really close and take a picture and post it on socials and ask people, what do you think I'm making? And have people guess. Let them guess and try to figure out what it is that you're making. I did that and no one guessed mine yet. So yeah. And then we have those 2 challenges, and then the season-long challenge is one where you're working through your stash and you're working through your scraps. So scrap bust, stash bust, just crochet and create anything you want. It's very loose. And this one is mine. I've shown this to you guys already, but it's the blanket stitch. I have a tutorial for that. But yes, I have one strand of my scrap cakes and 1 strand of Red Heart Super Saver Bright Stripes. Just in case you haven't seen it. I'm running this with this. And I'm using a big fat hook. So this is a 9mm US letter M crochet hook. Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. Can't wait for that to be done. I was going to have this ready by the podcast coming up this Friday, but this is a 2-week challenge. So I've got my eyes set on another donation blanket. Fingers crossed I'll have it done by Friday. We'll see. Hello, everyone. Lori here from Oklahoma. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for being here, Micro Nurse. I appreciate you. Very, very nice. So I have a question for you guys. A very important question. All right. I got to grab my pen. I'd like to know what your favorite stitch is, but before you answer, what stitch is your favorite stitch that is not a stabilizing stitch? Stabilizing stitches are single crochet, half double, double, treble. Those are your stabilizing stitches. So do you have a favorite stitch? Like the shell stitch, like the star stitch, the bullion stitch, the crab stitch? the hexagon stitch. What are your favorite stitches that are not stabilizing stitches? I want to see if there's a common denominator among our viewers. Right now, I'm looking at a bunch of bobble stitches. Suzette, very nice stitch, Wendy. Primrose, that's a beautiful stitch, Primrose. Diane has herringbone. Linda says iris. Angel says star. Erica, very nice stitch, sedge. Trisha's got double crochet 3 together. Very nice stitch. Front post, back post. Okay, very nice. Herringbone. Twins in a stitch. You're right up my alley there. I love a good twins in a stitch. Iris and twins. The waffle or the Suzette. Very nice. For those of you who don't know the Suzette is a single and a double. A single, a double. A single, a double. It's really nice. The wheat stitch is a very beautiful stitch. Thermal, half double crochet. Very, very thick stitch, but nice. Moss, okay. Still don't know a lot of those stitches since I'm still new and learning so much, and that's perfect. That's good. There's a whole reason why I'm asking, and I'll tell you guys in just a second. The Elizabeth stitch, very nice. That's a beautiful stitch too. Popcorn, we have someone who loves popcorns. My hat's off to you, Judy. My aunt loved popcorn stitches. Divicino loves the crab stitch. You know, crab stitch is not an easy stitch to do, guys. You know, like, it's a difficult stitch, but once you got it, it's a very beautiful stitch. I do that a lot with Suzette. It's easy for me. And the moss, yep. Twins crossing, very nice. The fan stitch, yes. The fan stitch is really nice, guys, if you're into those chains in between the stitches. It's a really nice, airy, and flowy stitch. Link stitches that are extended, very nice. So the reason why I asked you this very important question is because, one, we've got a lot of new people here on the channel, and I want them all and you to know that the Stitch Academy is a place where you will find a lot of these stitches. And if you don't see them yet, they're coming. They will be in there. So when you see these stitch tutorials drop, it may not be your favorite stitch, but it's going to be a place where you have all the stitches. And these stitch tutorials are literally just snippets. These are not long, drawn-out tutorials. I try to keep them 10 minutes or less. I just want to show you the stitch multiple, how to put it together, and if you're working in rows, how to start a new row after finishing the last row. You know, so you can keep a nice even edge. So you're going to see a lot of these stitches in the Stitch Academy this year. So stay tuned for that. Keep your eyes peeled on that Stitch Academy playlist if that is of interest to you. You may not need to run to it every day, but just know it's a resource for you, okay? Let's see. I just crab stitched around a peppermint Christmas Afghan, and I think I learned it from you. Oh, thank you. So, guys, I want you to know that, well, this might be a fun fact, I'm not sure, but did you know that the crab stitch can be created going backwards and front ways? There is such a thing as, there's a reverse crab and there's a forward crab. The more common one is the reverse crab, where you're inserting the stitches backwards, right? You're going backwards with your stitch, but there is a forward crab. I may need to do a tutorial on that. Yes. So yeah, your blanket stitch. Yes, guys, the blanket stitch is such a good stitch. It's a single and 2 doubles, just like the sedge, except there's no half double. There's just a single and 2 doubles, and you're doing all the things. That tutorial, guys, is literally a 5-minute tutorial. It's a 5-minute tutorial, and it's this. Not exactly this, but it's the same stitch for sure. And what I like most about it is, I don't know if it's picking it up, but it's got texture to it. It's really, really nice. A twisted single, that's really nice. A feather stitch, yes. I like feather stitch with thick yarn, like an anniversary cake. Licia, thank you so much for putting your DNA on the like button. I really appreciate that. You like the drunken granny too? Yes. I like the tipsy twins. Drunk granny, tipsy twins. So, so good. Super, super nice. Okay, so let me just let you guys know a few things. Over the next 2 days, you guys will see stitch tutorials drop. You're going to see one stitch tutorial drop tomorrow, and you're going to see one drop the day after. So if you can, please support those stitch tutorials. I want to be able to keep doing them. But if there is no interest, then I'm going to have to figure out another way to post them, because I don't want to stop doing them, but these videos need to have some kind of traction in order for it to make sense for me to do it. So if it is something that you want to continue seeing, when you see that drop, please check it out. It's literally just going to be a few minutes. Hit that like button, interact with it, let the algorithm know that you're interested in that, so that I know that I can keep doing those. Okay? So yeah, just want to put that out there, guys. I do have project tutorials dropping this week as well. Stay tuned for that. I will make an announcement when it's ready to drop. I'll put it in the community tab. I'll let you guys know, like, hey guys, this project is going to drop at this time, so you know ahead of time when it's coming. All right? You never did a feather stitch. Well, stay tuned. It may be a tutorial coming up. Stay tuned. All right? So before we wrap up, guys, do any of you have any questions about anything we saw today? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, if you're on the replay squad, you're watching this back after the fact, sound off in the comments below. Let me know what you would like to see. Let me know which part of this was your favorite part, so that I know I can fine-tune this and make it better each and every time you guys come. Okay? I want this to progressively get better for you. All right? So I guess we'll wrap it up from here, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really enjoyed doing this with you guys. Hopefully you learned something. So that is all from me for now. And until the next one, guys, have a great Tuesday. Bye.